So, welcome back to session 4 of Monster Gourmet, Fantastic Beasts and How to Eat Them.
That's the monster
Uh-oh.
Alright.
Oh, we got a subtitle.
What? Yeah.
He said that in the
been
first
that's
session.
been all in all of the cooking sessions. I haven't been very good about.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, Fantastic Beasts
Can
and
I
How to
have this pencil?
COO
Yeah.
on top of things.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll start with a little bit of wrap up from last time. So as you recall, it was a few weeks ago now, but you killed the druid and then killed the Leshen.
That was a cool session.
And
It was a
The
cool
Leshen
session
session.
when we killed the Leshen.
It's
It's lessened the burden on our shoulders.
Leshen
Oh.
learns.
So I see it's a literal wrap up.
Gotcha.
Leshen learned. A cleric can
Solo.
PvP.
Yeah.
yeah.
That wasn't really PvP. Because PvP would be you fighting one of us.
Mm-hmm. That's still
It
Okay,
was
PvP.
still
1v1.
PvP.
I don't know.
You can 1v1.
I don't fucking game.
That's fine.
Fight me IRL.
Well, actually, we have
I have a life.
a lot of recorded evidence that you game quite a bit.
I'm a woman. I don't game.
Girl gamer.
Okay, so
Girl
Damn,
Okay.
please.
so Ryan's character ended up with a pretty sick shield.
Yeah, I did.
Freaking OP shield.
It throws up all the time.
Busted.
No, she. Don't worry about it.
Welcome to
Talk. Anyway,
It's a 6 shield.
yeah.
No,
it's a
I
sick-
got it.
Okay, so it's a sick shield.
Sex shield.
And as you are sort
Stay
of,
away.
you like make camp in the druid's house or whatever, and,
Yeah.
and sort of clean up her
Steal her belongings
yeah.
as she has been perished at my hand.
Yeah. as the olden rites would demand.
Yeah, take her
Um,
shit.
In particular, plenty of stuff for the herbalist that'll get you a pretty steep discount on nice potions.
Yeah, it's like we brought our own. Just make it.
Oh, that's right. We did complete that quest. Okay,
Take the man's.
And as you are wandering back to the road and your rad hover bikes,
Shit, yeah.
Oh yeah.
you
We're so cool.
see. It's been enough weeks that I have to remind you of all this shit. Anyway, so as you're wandering back to the road, you see that the forest, especially the Druid's Grove, seems to sort of immediately like wilt and like, oh, this, like clearly it was magically sustained. But also as you're wandering along through the forest, you see there are dryads all over the place and they've just dropped dead, fallen right out of the trees.
Oh, okay.
We killed the forest.
This is a terrible feeling.
Well, if she was the only thing keeping it alive, what was going to happen when she died?
Now the desert can
But now
reclaim its
we
rightful
did it.
place.
Okay.
We've only contributed to the fracking.
I feel bad.
Anything else could have done it.
So
deforestation.
In fact, this forest being here in the desert may be considered unnatural.
But what about Oasis?
Well, now they can't abuse a forest that doesn't exist.
Whoa.
That's true.
anyway,
That's
fortunately,
the only problem.
dryads are delicious, so you can take those home.
Yummy. And we can go visit Cocktavir, where he's going to continue to ruin our city.
Cocktavir.
I'm 16. What do you expect?
Ex-fucker of all.
Exactly.
Are we impressed by the fact that you come up with that one?
Absolutely.
Zinger.
Oh!
Yeah.
Nice one.
Insult arms race.
Okay. So Zoktavir, so you head back to town and you talk to Zoktavir, it sounds like?
If we have to.
I mean, you're not going to get paid if you don't
we
do
need
it.
our moon.
So, on the way back, what's it look like when we come into town?
Yes.
What's the current state of affairs?
How many more
Yeah.
luxury apartments have been built?
Well, so you've only been gone for a couple of days, so not too many.
Ah, good.
There's
Is there a
definitely...
billboard that says "Make a life, not a living"?
Alright.
Man, that shield is really loud.
Sorry, guys, that was my shield.
Anyway, it definitely...
Wow.
I need to give it like Robitussin every
sorry,
like
Dan.
4 to 6 hours.
I didn't know this would happen
It's-
when I
it's
asked
fine.
you to do this.
It's fine.
Do what?
No, it's good.
Run
It's
the
good.
game.
I just gotta
That's fun.
be the fun police a little bit. Too much fun. So anyway, you get back to town. It's only been a couple of days, right? You didn't go very far.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like things haven't changed all that much, but it's definitely like there has been basically since this whole affair began, there's been a steady stream of, people, right? Westerners coming over the mountains. And,
Dirty foreigners.
Immigrants. Yep.
yeah. Yeah. All these like skilled laborers and artisans and,
Mhm.
They need to get out of my swamp.
yeah, basically.
A very dusty swamp.
So, Zoctavir, ask you what happened. Did you solve it? Did you figure out what killed those people at the caravan?
I think Luther kind of looks over to Vehya.
Yes. There was a lesson.
Yeah, I was gonna say we learned a valuable lesson in how to approach these monsters.
It
With
no
a-
longer resides in the forest.
We've lessened the impact on the desert.
Good gravy, a lesson?
Yes.
Does he really say good gravy?
Of course he does.
Do we have any proof of the lesson?
That's a good point.
Did it leave anything behind?
A dying forest?
the
Did it leave behind its antlers or something?
Here's the proof.
Yeah,
You're not
it
gonna...
probably would have.
Sure, we took the
Oh,
antlers.
okay.
Yeah. Just like an incredible, like...
We want to mount them over the fireplace.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, and Zoctavir sort of takes the skull and the antlers and examines it, and he sort of holds up a hand and like glowy stuff, and he like you can tell he's just like doing magical assessment, like trying to figure out what this is. And,
Skull shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Phrenology.
Well, you are perhaps a more
My
impressive...
long fingernails go like.
Ugh.
Well, consider me impressed. I have heard stories of such beasts, although I had no idea one would be found around here. This is quite the turn. But of course you were up to the challenge, no question. Well, here's your gold, and he plops a fat sack of gold on the table.
How much?
What were we up to this time?
Thank you. I believe you said 2,000.
Yeah.
That
It
sounds right.
probably
Yeah, I think that was actually correct.
Because it's 4 each.
Mm-hmm.
5 each.
5 each.
100 each.
100 each.
I honestly don't know, Dan.
it's all. I mean, it's. Just
I
funny
distinctly
money anyway,
remember
right?
that.
Sure.
What are we going to spend it on anyway?
Yeah.
Well.
Health potions and armor, and I mean that's like enough that you get plate armor.
If we had a wizard in the party, you'd need to be giving us more gold. But yeah.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, we'll say it's 2,000.
Okay.
Unpractical.
Around
at
2,000,
this
a
point.
fat sack of gold. This one's got some rubies and some emeralds and such in it.
900!
So we get how much?
500 each.
Nice.
Yeah. And he also offers if he's got obviously he's like importing it for a reason, but he certainly has labor available if you need any work done on your headquarters.
No.
Yes.
Remodeling or improvements
It needs to get bigger. Now that we're bringing in so many great treasures.
There should be no one who knows the secrets of our headquarters
I mean, we
besides
can
us.
blindfold them.
We could hire some more.
You want them to work on construction blindfolded.
Wait,
I
hold
expect
on.
the best to be able to work under the most adverse of conditions.
Can I get a point of order here for a sec? Our guild house is like literally in the middle of town.
You
right?
know what it's
Yeah.
like. You were missing
Guys,
your eyes.
Wait. We've had people over for dinner before to the guild.
Yeah.
How are we?
Oh,
Why
I
is-
thought you meant something else by that.
No.
We only tried that once. It didn't work well.
Why is secretiveness okay?
I glanced.
Luther is the only one
I
who
glanced.
doesn't
I
pick
glanced.
up on
I
it.
glanced at the tally marks on the wall of the dead followers.
Is it because do you guys have
You
some
said have someone over for dinner.
Oh, okay.
I was making a cannibalism
Soylent
joke.
Cactus is
I-
people.
No, I thought you guys had this like secret room in the guild this whole time that Luther didn't
Yeah,
know
it's
about.
the sex dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like the bodies of all the dead followers.
Probably. It's
Look,
there.
when there's no monsters, we have to eat something.
My point is, yes, I would. That
The most
sounds like a
dangerous
great
thing.
idea.
Oh my gosh, that's the last monster, isn't it, Dan?
The beast.
Zoctavir.
It's Zoctavir.
Zoct-
It's freaking Zoctavir.
That man is the true monster.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Oh my gosh, that would be so literally good. Oh! Oh, that
Calm
would be,
down, James.
But that would be so cool.
Someone,
he's like
someone
this
get
whole-
James a towel.
No, because he's like this whole imperialist jackoff who's just like building all this industry in this town
I mean,
and
yeah,
stuff.
he's been building
You're
them up as
talking
a
about
villain.
imperialism and economic inequality.
I mean, geez, no one in this party's radicalized, so I don't know how that would happen.
No, but what I'm saying is that by the time we get to the end, we realize, Octavia, you're the true monster. Like, whatever. Okay.
I thought we were- I
jeez.
thought we were already there.
I'm sorry. I just thought it would be really cool. I got excited about narrative possibilities.
comment.
This guy built an orphanage,
Yeah, but
James.
yeah, but
I
For
built an
his
orphanage.
child
And to Dan's
laborers.
point, I'm thinking we could expand and train some orphans.
No,
yeah, we want it 3 times.
They need a brighter future.
We
The
want.
monster hunting business is obviously
Okay,
good.
okay. Do you want yourself a basement or a
High risk,
or
but
a
high
floor?
reward.
Because we each get a floor. Do you want a floor or a basement? We can go deeper. We can go higher.
Luther wants the basement.
No, we can have multiple basements.
Oh.
Yeah, because like there's probably like tornadoes out here.
Do you want a basement
So
or
there's
or
almost like a dungeon.
Yeah, well, yes.
Everyone gets their own floor, up or below. I'm going up. I want the top floor.
Hold on.
I prefer the
what
cool
are the
embrace of the earth.
what are the prices for these so-called
Well, we've
advancements
done
to the
such
guild?
an amazing job every time. If we don't get a discount, we will outsource.
I mean, he's paid us every time.
yes, but we deserve better.
How do we outsource something that's happening locally?
No, we'll
can
get
build it out of
different.
sand.
We'll get different laborers to build it, and it won't go. The money won't flow back to.
We'll
him.
get some corpses from the fortress to build it.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you could raise dead now.
Can you?
Yes.
What are the laws on necromancy in this town?
If you can do it, you're scary.
Well, we're basically the strongest people in
Then
town.
please
so we can do
don't.
what we want.
And
Yeah,
also,
there's not,
please
like-
don't.
Earl probably has some laws
Number
about
one,
necromancy,
it
but like
scares us.
certainly
Number
nobody.
two,
I don't like what I don't.
Nobody in
I don't
Edward's
like what
Arch-
scares
Edward's
me.
Arch-
I don't
Okay.
it scares me. Number three, please
Number
don't.
one, I don't understand it.
I
Number
will
two,
not pay any more than 250 gold per floor, and that's final.
What are his terms?
So he will. Let's see.
Never
I've read
trust.
the
Never
Stronghold
trust a
Builder's
contractor.
Guidebook.
Oh, have you?
No, I haven't, Dan. I'm just being that.
Not my-
asshole.
Haven't
Hashtag
you?
not my
Haven't you,
excerpt.
James?
No, I
Alright.
haven't.
Anyway, so let's see. He's willing to supply labor for free, so it's just parts that cost.
Oh, then easy. Yeah, we want to build 3 basements
built to slave
and a new
labor.
top floor.
What are our options, Dan?
I don't know. I'm management. I don't do the building. You'll have to meet with my architects.
Ooh.
All right, Zachary.
Tell them what you want, and I'm sure we can figure something out.
3 basements and a new
These are the
floor.
fancy boys. They can figure out something. I'm a hunter.
Exactly.
I'll let them.
That's why you want a basement.
I'll give them the direction.
Or-
Yeah, I'm giving them. I want.
Everyone
that.
wants down but me. I get the top floor all to myself. It's going to have 3 padlocks on it.
I want a
And
tiled.
none of you are getting in to my personal flame dojo.
I would like a tiled floor, slightly sloped to the center with a drain.
Ooh, smart. That sounds
Do you
valuable.
hand him a sketch of the death room from the fortress?
Can you reconstruct this?
Alcoves in the wall for canisters would be excellent.
It's inspired.
Do you have a specialist in blood grooving?
I want the blood flow up the walls.
Now you see, this is glossy tile. I do want matte.
Octavia, behold!
Okay. All
Alright.
right.
Welcome
So,
to my
yeah.
blood room.
Well-
if he's willing to build this for us,
Yeah.
let's upgrade. Let's upgrade the guild. We don't have. Look, we don't have a lot of things to do until we get another job from
That's why I'm
Octavia.
saying make it bigger, make it better, customize it. You'll want to stay in your house. That's yours.
To be honest, I'm not
Flip
as invested in this
guild.
because I have to go home eventually.
I don't care. We can use your space. Whatever you drum up.
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
Well, how about to start? How about a great hall? You throw these feasts and you just put it out in the yard. Like,
It is the camera pan over to our rec room, pool table. Yeah.
There's like a coyote in there.
Manticore carcasses and bones on this.
Am I misreading the situation, or is he insulting our amenities?
We'll take the Great Halls, Octavia.
okay.
Amenities?
We'll start with that. We'll see where it goes after that.
I think that's best.
You mean amenities?
Amenities.
I think he means anemones.
Okay.
Wait, are you guys talking about affinities?
All right, so you meet with the architects, draw plans for this great hall,
And ditch the
right? And like maybe there's going to be like a flame dojo on top and a dungeon underneath, and who all knows what.
Look, I want a library. I want a
We already
library.
have a library. Is that not good enough for
He
you?
No.
wants one of the ones with the
You don't-
wheelie light.
You don't have a library. You have a file cabinet full of books.
That's all you need.
I want
I love all of these. We already have that. And it cuts to it.
Yeah.
What it really is.
I want a library that I can store and record information about monsters and various other beasts around Edinburgh's Arch.
And I want a big comfy chair.
Maybe the
Oh,
world.
2 comfy
Like,
chairs.
As we're doing this, Luther's like, I don't have to go home right away. Winter is on its way. So
You're seeing that you can get a nice free room.
8 months, yeah.
yeah, well, I mean, it's always approaching.
Yeah.
You better know that once your list is up, you still better help us. You can't stay here for free.
Well, I mean, I'd be happy to as long as I got a share of the profits.
I mean, newcomers always get 25% less, as is in the subsection, blah, blah, blah.
But we do hold on to your profits and we divest them over the course of 4 years of
Exactly.
being able to stay with our guild. You see, that's why it's so unfortunate. All of our past members, they seem to disappear right before that 4th year of divestment.
I've looked at the guild bylaws, right? You don't have any.
They're all right here. It's a piece of paper that's burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
And it says the very beast hereby declares.
And then it's after that, it's like Lindsey rules.
Okay.
It's all in here.
So, so presumably before construction commences, you'll have to serve up this dryad chili, right? The feast goes as more or less as the ones before. It's delicious, like the whole town repasts, and there's plenty of dryads, and you were able to strap them onto the back
Not
of your
anymore.
motorcycles, and well, yeah.
We definitely have a second pot that's the mega chili, and it's very spicy.
It's ironic
For sure.
that the first vegetarian meal is the one that makes Luther feel the most guilty.
Technically vegan.
Technically vegan, yeah.
Vegan.
More you know.
There you go.
Well,
And
is
then
it
eat
is
dryads.
it vegan if we killed? Never mind. I don't want to open this can of worms. All right, cool.
Well, those would be vegan
Yeah,
too.
so from
They
a
were people.
botanical perspective, dryads are vegetables.
That's
so.
true. Yeah, that's true. All right.
Sentient vegetables.
Anyway, I made that joke in the cooking segment already.
Oh,
Not people.
They're goblins.
Okay, so
Figure of speech.
so sort of the same pattern as what you've seen before, right? You have the feast, things cool down for a little bit, you chill for a while. Construction begins on the Great Hall and the library and whatever amenities you end up deciding. We can talk about that offline or later. Or whatever. And after a little bit of time, let's see. So it's a random, like a Thursday night or something like that, and Gnash, you find yourself in a dream. This is a dream you've had before. It's almost more of a memory than a dream. This is... Well, perhaps I shouldn't spoil it. But here we are. You're maybe 12, 14, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Traveling with your family across the... what did your family do before...
I think we established sort of offline that they were kind of nomads, herders, living off of the land, but definitely not staying put for very long in many places. Sometimes they would find shelter where it was available, caves and stuff, but very relationship with the land sort of deal. So
Okay. Cool. So traveling across the desert and, hunting and just making a life out there, whatever that ends up meaning at the time. And so one day to your caravan comes a traveler. He's sort of a strange fellow, and he seems to be obsessed with eyes and with vision. So he's got this like long brown robe with like an eye inscribed on the hood. He's got a book, this like weird wacky book with this like crazy embossed eye on the front, and you swear you saw it blink once, but you're not really sure. And just like all these like weird trinkets and gizmos that are like eye related. Like it's just like like almost an obsession of this guy. But you know, he's a friendly fellow, and just a fellow traveler. Like pays his way and lends a hand where it's needed, and it travels across the desert with your people for a ways. And you being young and him being sort of affable, sort of get to know each other a little bit. You know, he tells you of his religion and his people. The man is an elf, and you don't see many pureblood elves around here, not anymore at least. But he claims that his ancestors come from this region, right? There's this, they call themselves the Cult of the Scene. And there's like, sort of, it's like this forgotten tribal religion, like it's iconography and like, you know, like people have forgotten it, and he's sort of he's sort of the last of his kind, and he's trying to get in touch with his roots a little bit. And he's like he's tracked things down, and he thinks that his ancestors originated from this desert out here, perhaps before it was quite as arid as it is. So, you know, all of this is sort of a little over your little 13-year-old head, but
13-year-old nomadic.
But it's an interesting story, and he tells tales of all sorts of crazy adventures he's had roaming across the land. And then one night, you know, the dream jump cut, like whatever, sort of fuzzy fade in, fade out. But one night you're jostled awake by him, and he says, Gnash, quickly. I fear the worst. Here, take this. And he hands you a little chit. You don't quite get a chance to look at it, but this will protect you. Put it around your neck, and he clasps it. Now run, boy. Out to the desert.
Yeah, Gnash probably would flee.
Yeah. Okay. And you hear him behind you rousing the rest of the caravan, trying to, you know, rousing the alarm and trying to get something, and you hear a fearsome roar from behind you, and like these like searing and you like look behind you, and you see this terrible figure. It's an enormous creature, one bulging eye in the center, 5, 8, 10 tendrils, each with an eye, each shooting a ray of a different color, destroying your camp. You hide, you flee in the desert, watch over a sand dune, and the creature, though it seems able to see all, it does not seem to see you. And you look down at your chest, and you see this piece, this little insignia that the guy has given you, and you can see that it is an eyeball. It is like a strange little eye sigil.
Oh, I thought you meant an actual eyeball.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh!
that would be a little freaky.
Yucko stanko.
Yeah.
So this is sort of the story of what all happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you wake up in a cold sweat.
Absolutely. Gnash startles awake and thinks to himself, I thought I stopped having that dream.
So do you still have that little icon?
I think Gnash tucked it away. And after a bit, you know, kind of didn't know what to think about the whole event. Okay. And knew something terrible happened to his family and to his parents and to everybody that he knew. But he soon began to realize that it's some kind of maybe something scary, something he didn't completely understand, and you know, he's wondering why this happened. Does he need to atone for something? Maybe he thought that because of the things he barely understood from this religious guy, and I think maybe at one point he tucked it away, but you could never like throw it into a river or something. You could never get rid of it. Okay. So maybe at the sudden returning of this dream, he pulls it out if he still has it somewhere tucked away in a box.
Okay. Yeah. So you also remember it was sort of around this time that your rages began.
Ooh.
Rage.
Angry man.
Being able to fly off the handle. I mean, you know,
tap into something.
Yeah. I mean, a young adolescent you know, family gone, way of life destroyed, like
Any emotion?
yeah. So anyway, you presumably you carried the pendant with you many years before
Mhm.
sort of settling down with these folks. How old is Gnash?
Did I write the reveal age somewhere? I guess it'd be mid-20s
Okay.
at this point.
So it's been a while.
After a raised by wolves period and kind of this acclimatizing to the wolves and kind of getting into this habit of trying to balance nature to see if there was something there or if he needs to respect the land more, and that's been something that I've been trying to grow for Gnash, is for sure. So, but yeah, definitely a couple of years now, at least 4 with the very beast, is what it seems like, or something like that, right? History, lore keepers.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So you awake in a cold sweat, and you see that it's actually daylight out. I don't know if that's oversleeping or undersleeping.
That's the worst.
But there is a pounding on the door, a knock on the door down in the common.
Oh, okay.
Not on your bedroom door.
I think clutching the pendant, Gnash probably answers the door.
Okay. So it is none other than Zoctavir, the only named NPC in this town.
I was like,
The only
What
guy who
a
ever comes
surprise.
to
So Zoctavir says, Gnash, a pleasure. Pleasure as always.
Greetings, Octavir. What? I can only imagine what might bring you here.
Well, believe it or not, I've got another job for you.
see. I do believe it.
I believe it.
I thought you might say that.
Yeah. Could I ask you to assemble your team?
Oh, of course.
Or
Come
the
in.
team.
And I go up to the flame dojo. I knock on the door. I dodge a bullet. Whoa!
I told you, Gnash. Not when I'm practicing.
It's Octavir.
What does he want?
I think he wants us to kill a monster.
Okay, I'm
You
coming.
guys, are you studying, James? If we have a library,
If you enter the library, there's a leatherback chair facing away from the door. And I'm sitting there in the chair, and as you open the door, I'm like, close the door behind you.
You try to turn around in the chair.
do you instantly know that it's Gnash and then say for the 4th time?
Yeah.
You like try to swivel the chair and you realize you didn't get a turning chair and you're like,
I paid an extra 2 gold for this.
and you move around and Dark's chair's like.
Yeah, I'll climb out of the chair and slam the book shut that I was reading and set it down in the chair again.
And then as opposed to going to get Vehya, Gnash is just like, Vehya. Well, she'll come. She always seems to know.
You turn around and I'm there.
Yeah.
Do we both exit my door, looked in the hall, and there's this red light spilling out into the hallway, and we're just like, she'll get there.
No, it's like the Scott Pilgrim. Yeah, I'm cool with Vehya.
There's a comment on behind you. I'm like, yes.
Like, Octavir's here.
Oh, the very beast, I have another task for you, if you are up to it. It is something of a... It might be a bit of a doozy, if I do say. But
Gravy.
I'm confident that you are up to it, given your past performance.
Gravy's always good.
So I pull out my tube of drawings that I've had, and I unpop it, and I start flipping through them.
So these are the tube of drawings. Is it only ones for this desert, or is it all of the drawings?
I have to complete the whole stack before I can go back home.
Okay.
So yeah, I start flipping through it.
Okay. There's not too many left that you have been able to track down to this region.
Okay. Can I, using my knowledge about monster habits and the surrounding environment, guess what he's gonna say before he says it?
Ooh, good question.
Starting to narrow it down.
Let's see. Yeah, in fact, there are only 2 sheets left, I'll say.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's
Nice.
The thirst never.
there's one that's a beholder and one that Well, there's one that's a beholder.
Wait, what's the other one?
It's a gibberling.
There's one that's a beholder.
The other one's a big spooky mystery.
What's on the other parchment?
Ooh, there's one that's
Matt.
small.
You try and you pull it out to look at it, but that beholder really just grabs your attention.
It's a big spooky.
There's a beholder. There's a
probably-
beholder and one that Gnash has completely scribbled.
No, it's like a
definitely not the other
locked
one.
character screen.
Yeah, but this is really cool.
You
'cause it's
can't
like,
view this monster.
Oh, hold on. Okay, what's on the other parchment? What parchment? Oh well.
Oh,
Beholder.
wait, what about your
Yeah.
monster?
It's like you're trying to turn the page. They're like, it's stuck
So
together.
I put the papers away and cap the tube and say, "We'll kill this beast for no less than 4,000 gold."
I was gonna say 5.
Okay, 5. 5 seems fair.
We've earned it at this point. We come back every time. We go above and beyond the effort, and I just know this next one's gonna be a doozy given the way you've come to us. 5 up front, 3 when we're done.
Baby,
Because-
baby.
I know what you're going to ask us to hunt. And it is a creature of unknowable aberrant might. A horrific thing born out of the nightmares of men.
Gnash starts to stir, shifting his weight back and forth.
I mean, nothing
Well, it
we
appears
can't
you've
handle.
done your research, Mr. Luther, Mr. Mossgrove.
I have my ways. You realize how incredibly dangerous this is, right?
Well, that's why I'm prepared to offer a frankly inordinate amount of money.
So 10,000, no less.
How much money is inordinate?
4 now, 4 after. 1,000.
Wow.
8's pretty good.
Okay. Slight, brief other question. How did you even come in contact with this beast?
So, the reason that I came to you today was actually not to murder this beholder, although I would not mind you doing so, but it is in fact to retrieve something for me. A particular artifact. A tome. One among many. You see, I believe that I have discovered the location of Al-Hikmat Al-Mansia.
Can I roll to know what that is?
Yeah, go ahead and roll history.
Yeah, what is
I mean, I could just wait for him to tell me, but I'm a
No, you're
I'm a little git. All right, history it is. 6, 12, no, 6, yep, 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, you're not sure.
Okay.
It's like, sounds like Elven words or something, you're not quite sure.
Cool.
I thought you might have heard of it. Anyway, Al-Hikmat Al-Mansia is, translated it as the Temple of Wisdom. It is a great library built somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 years ago. And it is
nerd stuff.
widely considered to be the largest collection of general knowledge in known history. One traveler's account, this is of course an old account, claimed more than 1 million books, scrolls, and various artifacts.
This was in the East the whole time?
Yeah, it's like we're the best. East equals best.
And now
West
that
equals
he describes it, that actually does ring a bell. Like, you hadn't really remembered
okay.
to put the name together, but like you've definitely heard of this. Like, it's the stuff of legends. Anyway, I believe that I have tracked down its location, and also uncovered its I'm not quite well. Anyway, there's a particular tome that I wish you to retrieve, which, even if the beholder were not there, I do not believe would be an easy task. But he hands you a sheet of paper upon which are written like a scrawl of elven runes, and this is the name of the book. I would not attempt to pronounce it if I were you.
I look at it and I pronounce it because I know Elvish.
Damn it.
I do too.
It catches in your throat. You can't quite get it out. It's going to take an act of will, a wisdom saving throw to do so.
I'm pretty wise.
You need
Yeah,
das.
I do need this.
Did I not take Elvish as a half elf? That doesn't make it
You
easy.
should just have
I
it.
just
Yeah, I think you
yeah.
just have it.
Okay, so I could read it as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can
but
read
we'll
it
let-
as swell.
That's funny. I'm going to add 8 to that. That would be 14. Thank you.
Okay. Your tongue.
I don't
sort
do
of,
math off the top of my head anymore.
Your tongue sort of slips on it. You mumble it and it stumbles on its way out.
Does Octavir freak out when Vehya tries?
No, he's sort of been through this process himself.
I'll try as well.
Okay.
What did you say?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Just a standard wisdom check.
Saving throw.
Or saving throw.
Oh, you do worse than I do.
Even worse.
Okay.
6.
Yeah, you can't even get any,
So
yeah.
I squint at it and I go, geez, you guys are illiterate or something? It says...
You're even worse.
Something stuck in your throat, Lindsey?
No, I think that's how it's pronounced.
Okay. Roll it up.
What's so bad about that?
Well, so it's the title of the book is itself sort of a curse. It's
I knew that.
I'm pretty sure that just saying it without intent would not actually curse you, but I'm not 100% on that.
Curious.
Anyway, it's a very powerful, or some very powerful magic wisdom and learning is contained in this book, something that I need for my own personal studies and also that I think would further the war effort, So it would be...
There is a war going
with
on,
Gorlock,
as you know.
With...
Gorlock.
Did I call it Gorlock?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, with Gorlock.
Yeah, whoever our enemy is at this moment.
Yeah.
Or, in the future, any countries we just kind of want to crush. No.
There's a war with Gorlock. We were attacked.
What's going on?
I know. So, you're
with
furthering this effort. What exactly does this book do?
It is... Well, I'd have to read it to find out.
All
you
right.
know how it is. You know how books work.
What do you suspect? Listen, Doctor.
Gnash just goes.
Listen, Cocktavier.
What do you suspect it does?
So, I suspect that there are spells entombed within this book. Spells and arcane wisdom of great power that I can use to do, or the we of Earl can use to do incredible and mighty and just and wonderful things.
Is the book safe to use if the name isn't even safe?
No.
Well, it's. I mean,
Who's gonna answer? No, it's
Yeah.
not Gnash.
so Octavir is sort of evasive on this. He seems like he knows what he's talking about and is pretty confident that he'll be able to use the book, but it's definitely this does not sound like good news.
So what would a man involved in...
If everyone has an ancient spell book that's incredibly evil, then everyone's safe. You need to get the good guys' ancient evil spell books. Ew.
Don't.
You can cut that
That's
out.
funny. So...
You mean guns. He meant
I'm
guns.
sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
So the total is here.
I'm just trying to understand why he wants a phoenix soul.
Because he's
And
building.
a book.
We know why, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to. It's gonna be cool when he finally reveals that he's summoning a demon. It's gonna be cool. I'm just not gonna be down.
Okay.
I just want to get paid.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see. Did I actually name a number yet, or
8,000.
You said 4,000 before, 4,000 after.
4,000 before, 4,000 after? So the terms here are of that 4,000, or of that 8,000 total. 4,000 is for the book, and 4,000 is for the lens of the beholder's eye.
Oh,
Gross.
I see. Okay.
What do you need that for?
A beholder's eye, as I'm sure you know, Luther,
Mm-hmm.
a beholder's main eye projects a powerful anti-magic field.
Oh no.
Blocks all spells and magical effects within its range. Very dangerous to confront it because of that. Although it can also block the beholder's own. Wait, can I do
Nope,
this?
those are spell-like abilities.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
So you're telling me we can't use any magic against it?
You can, as long as it's not looking right at you.
What if you're wearing mirrors?
Why did I roll a caster? I never get to cast spells.
I'm not saying you
I
can't cast
wanted
spells.
the- I
I'm
need
saying
a-
it's
I
gonna be
need-
tricky.
I'll go.
The
Hey!
You and I need to make suits made of mirrors.
can I make a roll to know that this isn't a bad idea?
I mean, you can just know that this is some dangerous shit.
Oh, I know that. I'm talking about the mirrors specifically.
Oh yeah, that won't work.
Okay, yeah. It's just like that. That won't work.
How would he know? Has he ever fought a beholder?
No.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
There are numerous accounts of magical mirrors coming into contact with this anti-magic shield and shattering.
That sounds like
Okay.
bad luck.
Okay, Luther.
2 mirrors. Oh yeah,
We're not-
good
no,
idea.
We're not going to get any mileage out of the mirrors. There's no point. We're wasting funds.
That's deflection. 3 mirrors.
It's reflection, is what it is. All right.
Okay.
I'll surround your sword with mirrors.
All right. So
It's not doing anything! Why did we think this was a good idea? We should have listened to Luther!
so in addition,
I'm dead already.
Yeah.
so the beholder's a
Luther, why didn't you think? Oh.
so the beholder, of course, is a terrifying magical beast. But I also believe that the library itself has a number of magical wards and preservations in place. I mean, that's the only way it would
Wonderful.
still be around after
Is there any?
4,000 years.
Is there any information on why the beholder has taken up residence in the library?
Don't beholders like knowledge and stuff?
Yeah, beholders are
Yeah.
quite intelligent, although they don't tend to speak very much with mortals.
Right, but is there but do we know, is there a specific reason? Is it guarding this place? Has it made it its lair?
So from what I have been able to gather, which is, it's all postulation, of course, but the beholder would have been, so there's all sorts of potential powerful magical auras springing from this place, right? Like weird artifacts and interesting trinkets and forgotten knowledge and that sort of stuff. So it's exactly the sort of place that a beholder would want to make as his lair.
Okay.
Right. It's got
Mm-hmm.
magic out the wazoo and all sorts of powerful knowledge for it to sort of digest.
Sounds hard
Mhm.
to fight.
Nothing we can't leave destroyed in our tracks.
What evidence do you have of the beholder being in this place?
What evidence does it have? It is, let's see, I have a couple of eyewitness accounts from about 150 years ago. And then a
Guess
couple
beholders
more
lived for a long
from a
time.
few hundred years before that.
Wait, so you're over 200 years old?
No, I've just done my research.
So
Oh.
we may get to this place and the book may not be there, is what you're saying.
Yes, the book I don't know at all.
I see.
Beholders live alone.
Although I would, if it had been looted from this place, if somebody else had turned it up, I'm sure we would have heard about it.
I see.
Gnash, with a gaze in his eyes, says something to the, says I think there's good reasons to believe he'd still be out there.
What? Like what?
Desert's a dangerous place.
I mean, there's phoenixes and
There's not many libraries in the desert.
manticores
Terrible
and
fortresses.
fleshins. Why wouldn't there be a dang beholder?
All right, well, fair enough. We'll take the job, Zoctavir.
Okay. So the 4,000 for the book, 4,000 for the lens of the beholder.
All right. No payment up front this time.
No, half up front as usual.
Oh, okay.
If you don't return, I'll consider it a sunk cost.
All right, 1,000 each.
So wait, I'm sorry. Is he paying us 1,200 in the end? Total?
No.
8,000.
8,000.
Okay, so he's giving us 4,000 now.
Mm-hmm.
So half
4,000 when you return.
If we have both the beholders.
If you have,
Okay.
yeah,
So if we only get one, it's 2,000.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's how upfront payment works, I guess.
Cool.
It's not like it's a loan that you're going to default on. It's
Right.
like, he is paying you for the danger of going there in the first place.
So we all get 1,648. Okay.
Wait.
Well, up front, it's only
Or
4,000.
we all get 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading out my own total mistakenly.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What do we spend our money on?
You'll have to give us some time to prepare. This might take a little longer than the other ones.
Of course,
Really?
the-
I'm ready to go.
Neither the book nor the beholder is going anywhere. I think.
That's, yeah.
I agree with Luther.
Having pleasant afternoons,
okay.
Octavir.
Yes. I look forward to your return.
Yeah, me too.
Does he leave?
Yes, he leaves.
Yeah, I take you all aside, or after he's significantly gone, and I say, forgive my previous opaqueness, but
Where's it coming with these words?
I think Luther pauses for a second and says, "You understand the concept of opaqueness? I thought your secret was that you were always opaque."
Sorry, me mean dustiness.
Okay.
But I can't help but feel like I really do know that this beholder is still out there, and I produce this pendant.
What the heck is that?
Can I make a history check?
Go for it.
Arcana, or okay.
Yeah, Nash kind of wants to see. if
Ooh,
you know
I
anything about it.
have religion.
Yeah, I think religion would be the right way to go here.
Oh, should I roll religion then?
Yes, please.
I have a 3 in
okay.
religion.
You know what?
Roll to intimidate the thing.
I'm gonna. Are you gonna roll religion?
Yeah.
I'm gonna aid you.
Where is he?
So if you're like looking over it and pondering over it, I'm gonna be like, that looks like it's from the second era. Probably, having to do with such and such. Giving you historical context.
Yeah.
You're rolling
So
around.
you roll with
That's an
advantage
illegal
as well.
pendant.
Hey!
So 17.
What? No, it should be. Oh, your religion. Yeah.
Plus
that's
3.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So this is clearly the piece of religious iconography. And it's got some. So clearly it's an eye. Clearly it's religious iconography. Nash, do you tell them the context or where you got that?
Yeah, I would briefly recount the dream, or rather, but yeah, both my history and the fact that I just woke up from this dream in a cold sweat and dug this out after, months, if not years of it.
Wait, so you had some sort of prophetic vision?
Well, it's a dream that's recently come back to haunt me. I thought it was just the specters of ghosts of terrible things I saw as a boy.
Wait, so this is like your Phoenix. I'm so sorry, Nash. I know what it's like.
Everybody. Yes, I've been horrified of it my whole life, which is why I've kind of tried to tame the wilds as a result and see if I could fix anything that may be related to this terrible whatever it is. Do you know anything about it?
General info roll about beholders.
What's the roll? Is it gonna be nature?
Usually it's Arcana or Nature.
Yeah, go for Arcana.
I guess that's
think.
right. Nash wouldn't know anything about the terrible thing that happened.
Whichever one's better. I don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah.
And roll with advantage since you've got your library in your notes.
Oh,
Library knows so much.
Me no.
Hey.
Give me a break,
Not
Dice.
bad. Not
Gracious.
great.
I'm terrible.
Here, you should have had me do it. I'm the best.
Oh, but all the...
This is why I DM. This is the exact reason.
Right.
That was a 20 for everybody who couldn't see it, which is everybody watching. So let's see.
Not that one special viewer here in the room with
Here,
us
I'll
now.
point it to the camera. Now you can hear the die roll.
We don't actually know where
Alright.
he is. It's,
Sorry, give me.
we think he
give me
might be in the wall.
But Vehya only knew that it was religious.
15.
Oh, so yeah, I guess we should finish up Vehya's assessment of the thing first.
Oh,
So with that knowledge of the context, this you think is this is
another ancient religion.
another ancient religion.
A false one.
And definitely it seems like it's a sect of the Sun Elves. So the late, sort of the last.
Why is that bad?
See, this isn't
because
even...
we've encountered them before. Like Zoctavir is circling the drain of this mythology.
Oh,
So-
I see. So he's a wacko. He's a nut job, is what you're telling me.
Prevert.
Sounds like we need some squirrels.
I'm highly worried about coincidences. Sorry, Vehya, what were you saying?
Nothing. I was just going to say how it's another iteration of...
Phony
Sun
baloney
worship.
science.
So
sun
it's some sort of
nonsense.
heresy of the Sun Elves?
So the Sun Elves roamed far and wide across the
Roving elves.
region that would become the desert, and we're there from the sort of the collapse of elven civilization around 3,000 years ago. They still occupied the area for another couple thousand years. So this is from probably about 1,500 years ago, and it is one particular tribal group or sect of the Sun Elves, and they appear to have worships some sort of eye creature, probably the Beholder.
It appears as if they strayed from their original deity and ended up worshipping a monster as an idol instead.
So this Beholder's been deified before? That makes it even scarier.
Well, I mean,
Maybe
if
it's
you believe
brave.
deities are to be feared, then yes. Anything can be a deity if you want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but deities can still be very scary things.
If you think they are, yeah.
Well, all right. Well, that's neither here nor there. So, how did you? So this man who handed this pendant to you, he was obviously a member of this cult.
If I can believe his words and remember them correctly, he must be.
Is he still alive?
How did you escape when the
Well,
thing attacked?
He put it on me, and then I was able to escape. I was able to flee at all. I'm sure nobody else was able to.
It must be an amulet of protection.
Yeah.
Well, so Ryan, are you running a little bit of divine energy through this thing?
Sure. I mean, I feel like I would
You
understand
just
that,
sort of,
they would hold.
put out some tendrils and see what it feels like.
Yeah, tendrils.
This is sort of a weird piece of work. It's a little bit of aberrance in this thing.
Ooh.
It's makes you want to sort of wash your hands a little bit.
Ooh,
Can I touch it? Can I try, Mom? Please. Why do you get to touch it? I'm magic too. I bet I can find other things about it.
Sure.
Is it really
What does it say?
aberrant?
Not much.
Oh man, you can take your broken metal.
Vehya, is it really aberrant?
Is it aberrant?
I feel as if. Well,
Is it unnatural?
It's hard to create an amulet based on a cult that worships an aberrant creature without the magic of the creature it's referencing to be aberrant itself in some degree. Regardless, it is some sort of warding charm against it itself.
The word is aberrant, not aberrant.
It's aberrant, yes.
Apparently, we don't know how to say it.
Apparently.
Wait, no, seriously, how do you pronounce
It's
it?
aberrant.
Apparently, I'm in charge.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I
So,
just want to know if
aberrant
I'm
is one
pronouncing
word.
it wrong
Aberrant.
my whole life.
It's aberrant.
Okay.
I will do everything in my power to destroy this beast with you.
I would like that.
I will burn it.
But something tells me, and perhaps you can see this too, that this may be one of the keys to
Clearly.
aiding in our journey, which is perhaps a terrible trade, but I don't know yet.
No, I think it's definitely going to be useful, and if your story is to believe Gnash, then it can shield us from the Beholder's view.
He doesn't believe you.
You see a glint of 13-year-old boy flash across Gnash's face, and he says, "Should I put it on?"
What?
Well, we're not a beholder.
But it may be actually more.
But what if it
beneficial.
does something, like
I say do it.
one of the other devices we've had?
Well, if it
before?
does something harmful, we wanted to put on you, we could get one of the orphan kids to do it.
Why don't you
There's
try it
so
on?
many of them.
He considers that for a second. No.
Why don't you try it on, Gnash? See if anything happens.
Wear it. I dare you.
All right, put it on.
All right, make a wisdom saving throw.
Zinger.
Comment if you saw that coming.
I didn't.
I didn't know.
You go insane.
We never get to the Beholder. Nash goes insane and kills the party.
No, I'll turn him into
how many rages do you have, Logan?
fly.
Yeah.
No.
Oh
Four.
no!
Okay.
Four total.
Yeah, so you fly into a rage.
Ah!
And this one...
Wait. I have a spell to calm emotions. Let me find
You're
it. Calm
feeling-
emotions is the call that the spell is called for calming emotions. 20-foot radius of all humanoids save or you suppress either charm or fear effects or hostility. Duration 1 minute. I think that would be as long as your rage would probably last.
Yeah, actually, it'll be even shorter because he won't hit anything or get hit by anything.
That's a good point.
Cool.
Okay.
I guess I'll just roll it then.
Cool. So Gnash, you for a moment you feel this like rage come over you, and it's
I don't need to roll it?
Like this is a
He usually makes a save, but I think Dan's just letting it go.
yeah. I'm just letting it go.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You expend the spell slot and it works. Like I'm not gonna worry about it too much. If it's in a combat situation.
Yeah. I I extend like almost like it's almost like my arms like get larger and they just like wrap.
That's not calming at all. That's the opposite of calming from you.
No, but they're like more like as if like my arms are like giant crow wings.
I was gonna say, well,
okay.
your variation on suppress emotions or a calm would be more like suppress emotions.
Your variation is calm out of fear.
No, you're being enveloped by large
No, it's
crow wings.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's like feathery and comforting. Yeah.
My question is, when Gnash rages usually has perhaps a little bit of this almost flavor, but a little bit of wolf features. Is there anything that manifests that's not like the usual, not like what you've seen before? Yeah, like the eyes maybe get wolfish or something.
Oh,
Yeah, I think we can say that happens. There's just a moment because it's just a moment before Vehya triggers her spell. But you feel it coursing through you, just like the blood rage of battle.
Mm-hmm.
And this is some fresh rage. Like this is the stuff.
Oh, this is the good.
This is like the first time again. Like this is.
The beast that was.
This is like the first time you've had heroin. Mainline.
Daddy needs his juice.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
No, but like this is like it feels good.
Ooh.
It's like a little scary.
Oh.
And Vehya calms you down, and it's
Take it off. Or does someone have to take it off for me, or does he?
Yeah, I'll take it off of him.
yeah, that's probably like I think you're like just like
Yeah.
All right.
I'm probably the best to take it off since I have probably the highest wisdom here. So I just take it off of you.
Yeah.
Very wise of you to say.
Thank you, my friend. Whew. Someone should hold on to that until we might need it.
I've already tucked it into my robe.
Yeah, like, where'd it go?
I mean, that seemed really dangerous. We probably shouldn't use it again without understanding exactly how it works.
Well, here, just use it when we see it again.
Did I get any feeling? Was it anger towards perhaps the beholder?
Was it just irrational?
Or was it irrational, or was it like this thing? Is it fueled by it versus fueled for it? Perhaps
it was. So the rage was there, and you definitely like the beholder. Definitely was what your mind caught on. You're not quite sure if it was like, oh, you've just been thinking about the beholder, like it's up in your head right now, and so you just like suddenly get so angry about it, or if it's actually like this rage that's directed at the beholder because of the pendant.
I mean, that'd be useful if you're next to the beholder.
Okay.
But you're not right now.
I would like to do research about beholders. Oh, I rolled for that already.
Yeah.
15. General research.
Okay, cool. So you know that beholders are from the, they come from the elemental plane of crime and punishment.
Whoa!
They are spirits of observation and judgment.
Punishment and crime.
Oh, shit. Are they still... So wait, are they xenophobic in your world?
Yes. Well, so they don't come to the material plane very often. But they definitely, aren't big fans of, people.
But do they hate other beholders vehemently?
Are they territorial?
Yeah.
Would be a better word for it.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
We're all
Go
ahead.
Yeah, so it's... Interesting question. I think I'm going to say... Yes, they sort of jealously guard their territory.
So is it like, my laws are best? I make the best laws.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sort of it's this, any research that you know of that's been done into the elemental plane of crime and punishment, by the...
Crime
What does
and
this place look like? Is this like a
punishment
Cenobite,
and crime.
like hell dungeon, or...?
It was created by Dostoevsky.
Yeah.
I don't get that joke. I'm not smart
He wrote
enough
Crime
to-
and Punishment.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Anyway,
I was smart enough to get that. Joke.
It's okay. You should
It's
read him.
fine.
He's a really good author. You would love, actually, probably the Brothers K.
The Brothers Karamazov.
I just call it Brothers K because the name is easy. to
Law
butcher.
and Order, Crime and Punishment.
Anyway, they're these like they jealously guard their own territory, but they like will build up these sort of empires of like peons and thralls, and they like the whole theme is like constant observation, like panopticon, right? You can't ever get away with anything, and any infraction is immediately and ruthlessly punished.
Are they bureaucratic?
Ooh.
No, they are the total, like in whatever sense there is a state, they are the state.
Okay. So they wouldn't be like, okay, I'm not fit to punish you. I gotta take you to my punishment supervisor to fill out a
No, so
WC3.
within its territory,
Instant eradication.
the power of a beholder is absolute.
Got it.
It's like Vogon, right? It's like a Vogon. It's like we're gonna do all this bureaucracy, but it's just gonna end up with you getting killed.
Vote on him.
Anyway, so you know that, let's see, the 15, so you know that the central eye, or so they're not native to this plane, so it must have either like gotten summoned here somehow,
Gee, I wonder who by.
or some weird like I don't know holodeck malfunction or something like that. Like it's not natural for it to be in this plane.
Open the door to the plane of crime and punishment. Dum, dum, bum, bum, ba, dum, bum. All right. Who are you? I'm Dick Wolf, the head of this plane.
Wolf. I'm Dick Wolf.
Okay. So
Let's go fight the beholder.
do I know about its eye race?
Yeah, so the central eye is the anti-magic cone.
Okay.
It's about 120 feet, and it's just like a cone looking straight out. The individual eyes, you know there are 10 of them, and you know, like, there's been various research done. You're pretty sure that, or like people are variously sure each beholder has 10, different beholders have different assortments. But common ones that are known include Charm Person, Disintegrate, Fear, Flesh to Stone, Death Touch.
Should cast blind. I should take blindness, deafness.
Is there any chance? Oh, that'd be awesome.
Wink, wink.
Is there any chance that there are anti-petrification potions available for purchase in the town?
That sounds advanced.
It does.
Maybe
Yeah.
doctors
That would be a good investment.
Yes? Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't, like, it's going to be expensive.
We got money.
We got the cash.
I mean, can I channel divinity
Haven't been one of
someone
those in a
out
long
of
time,
a
honey.
petrified state?
No.
It's a specific spell that
Okay,
does it.
fair.
Oh, we could buy anti-disintegration potions.
I think those are just called health potions. Does it? I think remove curse does it. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so, but they have these for sale.
Yeah, they can give you one that will help you resist it.
Like,
Like, basically give you advantage on your saving
You'll get
throws.
stiff
how much
joints.
is
1,000 gold apiece.
Oh!
Yes.
And that's after the discount.
All right. No, please. I will buy health potions though.
Okay.
How much are those?
What did we say? They were 50 before and down to 35?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm just gonna assume
I'll
we're
buy a
gonna take a
couple of
long
those.
rest before we go.
So if I want 4 of those,
If you want
and they're
4 hours.
what's the caster level apply? So it's 2d4 plus.
Oh,
Or are they light or what level of healing? What's the die value?
let's say 2D. Oh man, I'm just like making up stuff on the fly here. Don't have
Right.
anything prepped. Let me.
Did you buy one of the petrification potions?
No, they're 1,000 apiece, and it
Oh.
only helps me resist it. 1508.
So let's call it. Let's see. So they're potions of cure wounds. And we'll say it's what is it? Plus spellcasting ability modifier. So, we'll call it 3d8 plus 3.
Oh, these are potent. Okay, cool. All right.
Wow, it would
So-
be really potent if I used it.
So I'll buy 4 of those.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah,
Use
for
well.
35 gold apiece. That's
140.
skill.
Should I get some? You think? I mean,
Yes.
We have a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you have the scratch, yes.
Sure.
Because keeping you alive means you can keep us alive.
How much are they again?
35.
35? Okay.
38 plus
35.
Okay,
It's a
cool.
lot of variability.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the average is 16 points.
Level 8, that's probably reasonable. For 35 gold, it might be a little much, but
Alright, I'll
Why,
get 3.
aren't regular healing potions 50 gold?
They are.
yeah.
We're getting a discount because we completed that quest.
Right.
Alright.
Right.
Okay. I can't be charmed to sleep.
Yeah, me neither.
Alright, I got 3 of them.
Can I be charmed when I'm raging?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know if you're high enough level for that yet, but I'm pretty sure.
That's a
you
good
can
point. I'll check. I have it right here.
be. Or if that's a
think it'd be
different
later.
path.
Like it'll be like at this level you blah blah blah.
What are the stats on the potions?
Okay, with that, I think 3d8 plus 3 health points are gained. With that, I think Luther's ready to head out.
So remember that there are also all sorts of like arcane protections on the library
Wasn't
itself.
it your spellcasting modifier?
Oh. Like traps is what you're saying? Like magical traps?
You don't really know.
Is there any way I could ask around about this library?
I mean, it's like Zoctavir.
It's so
Is that-
ancient.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would be
I
my
also-
spellcasting
I want to
modifier?
ask Luther
What?
What would be my
if
spellcasting
you know that-
modifier?
and
For the
you,
potions?
both of you guys, if
What do you mean
having
for
a
the
shield
potions? You
will
don't use
help
it
at
for
all.
the
Oh, I thought
potions.
I
you
can
did.
use a shield and
It's
not
just
lose
plus
AC.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll help
Okay.
me block like one ray. You know, like if that blocks one ray or something, or etc.
It probably won't help in blocking the rays, but it would certainly help with defending yourself. The thing does have teeth.
Don't you use a greatsword?
That's a good point.
That's two-handed. So
I mean, I can always
Yeah.
get another weapon, but that is kind of.
No, you got a big
utility.
domage.
We'll just have to do the our usual.
Can we like
hack
lob
and slash.
explosives at it?
So what is available for sale that we could purchase to aid us?
So basically any sort of mundane good, of course.
Yeah.
And various potions, and I don't know if you have a scroll that you're interested in, we could maybe like anything, call it 3rd level or lower.
I like the
Hey,
idea.
Hey, if this is the time for traps.
I do like,
So-
yeah, I like the idea of using the glyph of warding to trap this beholder again. Just deal like a massive amount of damage to start with.
You can cast that, right?
Yeah, I can cast
Okay,
glyph
cool.
of warding. Like it'd be really cool, like if we could get some like explosives or something, have them with glyph of warding, distract it into thinking we're over there. Once it gets into that and passes that, it just explodes it.
Would
That's
I?
it.
So you also know that beholders can fly.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I guess.
The glyph probably has like a spherical range, so we just have to guide it accurately.
Like get it to go investigate further.
Yeah, that could work. Oh yeah, well, like if we upset something and it was like bait, and I'm like, what's this?
Yeah,
All right.
basically. And then we get the drop on it.
This will be a good time.
So like every other
Mirror
monster,
image.
we begin the fight. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, like a
What are you gonna shoot at,
Orcs.
beast?
Yeah,
the cone.
Okay,
the fire cone.
Can't hit me.
What type of
It's all of them.
what type of damage does glyph of warding deal?
Well,
You get to choose, right?
I
Yeah.
get to choose.
Ah.
It depends on like whatever it's triggering.
Okay, I'm ready to head out. There's nothing else I can think of purchasing, and I'm not able to cast spells.
Nash is trying to rack his brain. He's a cold sweat trying to figure out what could
'Cause I-
help him.
I still have the sun sword, right? The radiant. thing,
Yes, you
so,
do.
Yeah.
I mean,
You guys
I wish
think-
one of us was a wizard right now,
Why?
I mean,
because like things like illusions, stuff like that, I think would be very useful for something that is
I can make mirror images of myself.
well, that would be helpful.
you could get a scroll of illusion if you really wanted to go that way.
What would we do with it?
Maybe if Dan will. We could use it to draw the beholder into a trap.
I don't think it'll fall for that.
All right. Fair
Aren't
enough.
they smart or something?
They have a million eyes they can look at an illusion with.
They're smart, but they're also
with their special.
they're
eyes.
also prideful.
Yeah, they're incredibly arrogant.
If we
Okay.
played to their arrogance, it could help.
Hmm.
I can't think of anything else I want to buy. I'm ready to go when you guys are.
Just make an illusion that breaks one.
You
of
could always
the
use me
rules.
as bait.
We could.
Hey, remember me?
I'm sure I could piss it off.
Remember the caravan you trashed years ago? You missed one.
Remember this, you floating meatbag?
Smart.
I'll have what she's having. Ah!